Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is The Online Teacher and I like to make educational videos for fun. Sometimes I like to educate you guys, sometimes I like to tease you, sometimes I like to save a life. It depends on how I'm feeling on the day. In today's video, we're going to be covering the Krebs cycle. If you like the video at any point, then don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're interested and you like the content that I'm making, then please do consider subscribing. Let's begin. Always refer back to your spec points. Always look at what your objectives are. Sometimes you might have different spec points. I like to focus on the AQA specification and the OCR specification. This video can be used for other reasons also apart from just the specification. Before we begin, let's do a quick recap about what we already know. In glycolysis, if you haven't watched my glycolysis video, I would highly recommend you do so you know what the molecules represent and what we've covered so far. In glycolysis, glucose is broken down into pyruvate. This happens in the cytoplasm. Pyruvate is then actively transported in the matrix of the mitochondria, where pyruvate becomes acetyl coenzyme A in the link reaction. Acetyl coenzyme A moves on into the Krebs cycle, where it meets oxaloacetate. Oxaloacetate exists already in the Krebs cycle and combines with acetyl coenzyme A to form a 6-carbon compound called citrate. In order for the Krebs cycle to continue, citrate needs to be decarboxylated and dehydrogenated. Once it's dehydrogenated, a hydrogen is removed from citrate and combines with NAD to form reduced NAD. In decarboxylation, a carbon is removed from citrate and combines with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. As a result of dehydrogenation and decarboxylation, citrate becomes alpha ketoglutarate. Alpha ketoglutarate is also dehydrogenated and decarboxylated. Once dehydrogenated, a hydrogen is removed and NAD combines with the hydrogen and forms reduced NAD. Once it's decarboxylated, the carbon combines with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. Remember, this part cannot occur unless there is oxygen present. If there is no oxygen present, then the Krebs cycle will not occur. As a result of dehydrogenation and decarboxylation of alpha ketoglutarate becomes succinyl coenzyme A due to the decarboxylation and dehydrogenation. An ATP molecule is formed due to substrate level phosphorylation, and succinyl coenzyme A becomes succinate. Succinate is then dehydrogenated, the hydrogen removed combines with FAD to become reduced FAD. As a result of the dehydrogenation, succinate becomes fumarate, and fumarate eventually becomes malate by enzymatic reactions. Malate is then dehydrogenated, the hydrogen is picked up by NAD and becomes reduced NAD. As a result of the dehydrogenation, malate then becomes the 4-carbon compound oxaloacetate, and we are back at the beginning of the Krebs cycle. Oxaloacetate will continue to combine with acetyl coenzyme A as long as there is a steady supply of acetyl coenzyme A. If there is no acetyl coenzyme A and there is no oxygen, then the Krebs cycle will not take place. Let's summarize the Krebs cycle for aerobic respiration. No ATP molecules were used, 2 ATP were produced as a result of substrate level phosphorylation, 6 total reduced NADs were formed, 2 total reduced FADs were formed, 4 molecules of carbon dioxide. The enzymes that were involved were dehydrogenase and decarboxylase. The coenzymes that were involved were NAD and FAD. There was substrate level phosphorylation, dehydrogenation, and decarboxylation. Remember, in the Krebs cycle diagram, we only looked at one coenzyme A, and we know per glucose molecule 2 acetyl coenzyme A are formed. So Krebs cycle occurs twice per glucose molecule. And that is the summary of the Krebs cycle. I hope you've enjoyed what you've been watching, and I hope you have learned something new. If you're still watching this video, then I would personally like to thank you for your time, and remember it takes us 5 to 10 hours to plan, record and edit each video. You can show us your support by subscribing to our channel and hitting the like button for each and every video that you watch. You can further support by sharing our video with your friends and colleagues. We hope to continue making our videos in 2020 and we want to see you in our next video. Take care.